Welcome to Team 2172's January video, which is centered around asking members of Team 2172 why engineering is important to adolescents. With so many students joining robotics team in lieu of kickoff, we decided to find out what drew them to engineering. This month, we are featuring Senior Anthony and Junior Sarah.
The thing that I'm definitely going to most take away will be not so much actually the engineering skills, but probably the teamwork. It's all about, for us, getting a group of kids together and actually completing something good and going out, and even if the robot fails, just understanding the team development and creating the team rather than focusing on maybe a full-out objective. And I think that's what I'm gonna take away is when I go to college is getting into a room of people I don't know, and then being able to quickly assimilate myself to helping everyone around and becoming a leader in that situation.
So what opportunities have you had during your time on the team that you otherwise would not have had?
Well, one thing that I definitely wouldn't have had was just the whole entire atmosphere of like FIRST Robotics and all of the problem solving and all the teamwork that is involved in making a robot for FIRST Robotics. And that's just really something that just being able to build upon the teamwork skills and problem solving skills. It's really important to have the strong foundation of having them here.
What drew you to the robotics team?
What do I do for the robotics team?
What drew you to
the robotics team? For me, it was probably the ability to build something with my hands. I'm more of a hands-on. I'd rather make something and say, hey, look, what my creation is, rather than sit back and be more passive in the world. Being a go-getter and getting out there is definitely what something as robotics has taught me to do. Take risks and chances and rapid prototyping and things like that.
Why do you think it's important for adolescents to have this experience in an engineering field?
Well, I think it's important to start when you're still your brain is still developing and you're still figuring out who you are, and then it becomes kind of sort of a part of your identity as someone who knows how to work with these tools and solve these problems and just be able to be a part of this.
What drew you to FIRST specifically?
I think the fact that there's a huge group of people rather than maybe 2 or 3 people working on one project, but you have to work with all of these different people and you're doing all these different jobs, and you have to figure out one task that you're doing, but someone else could be doing something totally different, but you're all working towards that same goal. I think there's a lot of there's a lot of being of having to figure out how to work with other people and being able to work with other people, and sometimes it can be a challenge, but also sometimes it's really fun to be working with all these different types of people.